Mesa 2012, brought to you by Groove 3.
Hey, it's Russ from Mesa 2012. I'm with Chris DeRay. We have the new box from Rupert Neve.
Yes.
Let's hear about it.
All right, so this is Rupert's mystery product. We've been doing sort of a soft launch of it on Facebook and Twitter for the last couple of weeks, and it's finally here. It is the 5059 Satellite. It is a summing mixer. It's a 16 by 2 plus 2, so you've got 16 ins with levels, with pans, inserts on each of the 16, and you can send any of them to either stereo bus A or B. Each one of the stereo buses has separate XLR outs on the back. The rest of the connectors are all DB25 for all the inserts, all of the inputs. And each of those two buses also has independent silk control on each one. So that's all borrowed from the Portico 2 series modules. You've got silk blue, silk red, so you can basically choose to add harmonics based on the low frequency content or the high frequency content for each. So you can basically make two very different sounding mixes out of the same 16 channels.
So what was the vision behind the product? What were you thinking of when you came up with this? You must have thought, there's a gap here, or there's something we can do better. What was the thinking?
Well, there are a lot of people making summing mixers out there these days. They've never been more relevant than they are today. There's certainly a lot of people that are doing everything in the box. They want their summing mixers, which is why everybody else is doing them. The reason that we are doing one at this point is because we see this as a nice way to bridge the gap between a lot of the Portico modules that we make, these outboard gear, and the consoles themselves, the 5088. In a way, it's a way for somebody who can't in any way, shape, or form afford a 5088 to get a piece of one into their home setup, including all these silk controls on it. So you've got that classic Rupert's output sound on everything too. You get that signature.
Sorry. So I understand that, obviously we all know the history of Rupert Neve, but I understand there's some quite cool technologies going on in this, because it's a Class A, but there's some pretty good technology doing some really cool stuff in there.
Yes.
So it's Rupert Neve Classic with some really modern twists to it.
Absolutely, which is very much a hallmark of a lot of the new Rupert Neve Designs equipment. You can see it especially in some of the other pieces as well, because he's got several designers over there working with him. So it's not just Rupert. You've got the classic, simple, elegant circuit approach that Rupert does, which is all transformer balanced in and out, everything like that. And then you've got some other things from some of the other designers that are there that kind of lend themselves to a what one might call feature creep. So you do end up having these extra features that people love, lots of knobs, lots of buttons, ability to do many, many different things with the sounds that are coming in, but you still have Rupert's basic philosophy behind the whole thing.
Okay, what's the price point on this? Obviously Rupert Neve's top-end stuff, that's what it's made for. This isn't budget gear. What's the price point on this?
Price point on this is probably going to be about $37.99 US dollars.
Okay, and what's the shipping?
We do not know yet, but it's sometime in the future.
Okay, so you're going to start a waiting list.
Exactly.
But I understand you've got a competition running on it, haven't you? So somebody can get their hands on one of these bad boys.
Absolutely. We're giving away serial number 2. Don't ask me where number 1 is going, because I actually don't know. I'm assuming Rupert may keep it for himself. We'll see.
Or the boot of your car.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. But anyways, we are doing a competition. Like I said, about 2 weeks ago on Facebook and on Twitter, we created a landing page first on our site. It's rupertneve.com/RND-mystery, and it's basically Rupert's mystery product. And people go to that landing page on our site, they fill out a short little form to enter into the competition, and then we ask them to post on Facebook to share each of the 7 photos that we've put up leading up to the release of this product. And if they do that, either retweet or share on their own Facebook walls, fill out this form, they get dropped in the pot to potentially win serial number 2.
And when will that be announced?
That will be announced after the competition is over, which is on the 26th, so people still have time to go do these things.